Hi, my name is Rachel Dickson and I'm a level 10 here at Mega in Novi, Michigan. I've been at Mega since I want to say around 3rd or 4th grade. I used to go to splits and Kim was my coach and she came and she made Mega, and a few years after that I came to Mega. I started as a level 7 and I progressed really fast. I feel like I did one meet level 7 and then started competing level 8. I love the coaches here. Kim, Joseph, Yuha's not here today, he's on a trip. Guy, all of these people have really, I don't know what I would do without them. They are what have gotten me through these few years and who have really pushed me and making me able to accomplish everything I've accomplished, and I don't know what I would do without them. I can describe Kim. She's very kind. She's a kind person. She's, I don't know how to describe her. Sometimes she's hard, so she puts a lot of time and effort into this gym. She owns the gym, so she has to do all of that on top of coaching. So Kim, if I could describe her in 2 words, would be hardworking, generous, kind, and sometimes she's really fun too. She's funny sometimes.
Well, I've known Rachel since she was a little girl, and she grew up in this program. She was a TOPS athlete. Unfortunately, she trained elite when she was younger, and then she had an injury, a pretty severe injury where she fractured her femur and at her growth plate. This was when she was about 12, I think it was. So it was a big surgery. She had it repaired. She was in a cast for 9.5 weeks. She was in the gym a week afterwards in her cast working out. So she's that type of a kid. I would describe Rachel as a kind of a comeback kid. She doesn't ever give up. She's just a really hard worker, and she's been great to work with throughout these years. It's great to see her mature into a young adult and have these goals set for herself, and now she knows what is achievable for her, so it's really good to see.
Last season, it started off a little shaky. I don't know what was going on in the beginning, but then towards the end I started picking it up and working super hard. At regionals, I believe I got 3rd, made it to nationals. I got 3rd in the all-around, tied for 1st on bars. It was a great season, ended really well. Nationals is honestly my favorite meet of the whole season. Getting to bond with the girls before, going to practice, having all that team spirit, being able to cheer on the other girls and really put forth your effort into the Region 5 team and not just being individual really is my favorite part of going. I think Region 5 has the best unity out of all of the regions, and that's why I love being in Region 5.
Rachel put a lot of work and time into last season, really getting into shape. From all the prior stuff, it really took this long to get her into top physical shape, and her attitude was just great. I mean, her confidence level was back to where we wanted it to be, and I think that with a lot of her hard work is what made her really successful.
Well, when I was in 5th, 6th grade, I did morning practices and I was on the road to elite, I did hopes. And then I got injured and I just started going through mental things, and so then I stopped and I did level 10, and I've been doing level 10 for 4 or 5 years now. So, and at this point I feel like instead of just sitting here doing the exact same thing over and over again, I feel like what's the difference in trying it and then failing and going back to level 10? And I don't want to be in college and be like, oh, I wish I would have. So now I can be at least I'm glad I tried. If I fail, and maybe I'll succeed, you never know. I'm just glad I'm trying it.
We've trained our training process a little bit just because of the elite program and the amount of skills and the combinations that you need to put in elite. So she's focusing on that right now. So our training timeline for her is just a little bit different, but she still does routines for JO so that she's ready to compete at the JO too. So she'll do both this year.
I'm working Shapash Rays, Shapash Kipcast Ray. That would be my JO routine. And for elite, I'm trying to do Shapash immediate bail, toe fulls, and Shapash halves, things like that. Trying to get those new skills. Floor, I'm doing double layouts, full ins, whip triple fulls, things like that. Beam is my favorite event personally, so I love beam. And I was working back into layout, step out, layout, step out, and now after the national camp I went to last week, I'm doing side aerial, layout, step out, layout, step out. So hopefully that comes out well, and front aerials, side summies. I hope I can really perform well and really perfect those routines. I know I have to get a lot of new skills because the girls that are doing elite right now are really good, so I'm going to have to step up my game a lot, but hopefully I can put those routines in and get those skills going and look really good. And there's a qualifier in February, which I think I'll be competing at, and I think I'm doing level 10 as well. So hopefully I make it to nationals again and have a great nationals and maybe go on another all-star trip. That would be fun. I had a little jam-packed college visit week, and I visited 3 schools, and Georgia was the last one. and I was really nervous to go in. I went in and I absolutely fell in love. The campus, the gym, the girls, the coaches. The coaches are the nicest people I've met in my life. I love them to death. All of the girls were extremely nice to me. And Georgia, it's hot there. It's not cold there. I love that. So that's sort of what made me, it's sort of I was a little nervous, and then because I was nervous I wasn't going to be able to choose, and then I went in and immediately fell in love. So I automatically knew. I feel like I put myself in a leadership role because I really want to show a good example and be a good role model to all these little girls who are looking up to me and trying to progress as fast as they can to become really good gymnasts as well. So when I step into the gym, I feel like I'm a motivator, and I try to be a leader as well and set a good example for all these little girls so that they can see what they should be doing, and people at Mega to remember me as the girl who worked her butt off to get what she wanted. I wasn't just thrown into a scholarship or thrown into third at nationals. I had to work my butt off, and I still have to work my butt off to try and do elite and to still make it to college and be able to compete for Georgia. I still have to work my butt off, so I want them to remember that and be able to work their butts off too to get hopefully a scholarship or whatever they want to succeed in.
I think there's a couple words that describe her, but I think determined probably is the best word based on what she's been through her career.
Some people ask me, why do you do it? And I think to myself, because I love it, because it's what I'm going to college for, because it's what I like to do. Thank you so much, Region 5. Thank you for coming and doing an Eye on 5 for me. Go Region 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and go Dogs.